everyone? It's Trace Face. Doing an old school here, and I'm on my porch tonight. I decided to get out here because of this lovely donation from Jared, and I'm going to read you guys his email that he sent over to me later on this afternoon. And I just came across it, and I said, "Oh boy, I gotta make some time. I'm gonna make some time to come out here and spend some time with Miles behind me, and read this to all of you." I want to first of all read this to you guys, and then he has a question in here that I want to answer thoroughly. I tried to think about it, and I might have some more thoughts about his question, because I definitely want to have a chat with him, and get some more ideas flowing for his question that he has for me. I know I'm not on my platform, but I just wanted to hurry up and sit down and get to this, attend to this. So thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry that I sound awful still with this COVID crap. Howdy, my Trace. I came across a video where you were asking folks who may have success stories since getting away from the narcissist. So here is mine. I also put a question down below for you to answer at the end. For the record, please, if you would use part of this as well for a testimonial to your website, to give to other clients, and to read on your channel. Okay. Take out the swears, as I know you don't swear on your channel. Laugh out loud. You only hear me in the house when I stub my toe, Jared. Oh, no. Okay. Jared writes, 2 years ago, I found Trace on YouTube. I had watched a lot of channels, but everything with Trace hit me very deeply, especially her thorough take on this being a spiritual encounter for us and a spiritual disease for the narcissist. My ex-wife put me through the darkest depths of despair I ever hoped to be in ever again in my lifetime. I didn't have any coping strategies. I didn't have a clue how badly abused I was, and for a man, that is embarrassing. But I didn't have any idea how to spell it out, and further, I didn't know how I was going to get out. Trace walked me through survival skills from this demon witch. I switched your word. She set me up with an attorney that she recommended. He's talking about me. And she told me what all of my options were and helped me to develop my own personal exit out of the pits of hell. I'm happy to admit that if it wasn't for Trace, I'd probably still be where I was, except in much worse of shape. Here we go. Trace is the most down-to-earth, authentic as it can get to be. What drew me to her is she's real and doesn't try to pretend to be someone she's not. She gets down on your level and listens to your every word. She also has a gift of humor and brought me many laughs and happiness in a time of major trouble for me. I felt confident that I had chosen the right person to help me when I felt there was no help. I want to now fast forward 2 years later. I was actually able to get out safely. The lawyer Trace referred me to directed one right in my state, which helped me to have as smooth of a divorce as possible with a narcissist. Most importantly, I got my peace back. I want for everyone to hear me right on this. It's a peace that at first was a complete stranger to me. I've never known this kind of peace could actually exist. I'm excited to report that I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. That brought tears to my eyes. I'm 43 years old now, and to me, life has just begun. I met a lovely woman who adds more joy and complements my life just as I do to her, for her. I love this. I love that he says this. We do not make each other happy or look to make each other happy, but we add to the joy we were already experiencing being alone before we met each other. I have hope when 2 years ago I had zero. Narcissist abuse survivors, please take note to get out and don't ever look back. Trace is right when she says it only gets better once you've made the decision to break free. Well, my question to you, Trace, is, oh, talk about putting me on the hot seat. My question to you, Trace, is regarding marriage. When do you feel is the right time to pop the question? Beth and I have been dating for 8, almost 9 months, and marriage has come up. We both like that, but what are your thoughts? I'd like to know your thoughts. Is this way too soon to even be talking about? We love one another very much. Beth was never married, and as you know, is 8 years younger than me. I'm curious to your thoughts on marriage after narcissistic abuse and after everything I have been through. Beth has been through some trauma herself. Okay. First of all, I just want to congratulate Jared for your success and your happiness, and you're feeling healthy, and you're feeling free, and you're feeling peace, and that's amazing, and that's what we want. That's what we want. And that's what we see, you guys. You see, thankfully he took the time to write to me to tell me what's going on with him. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have known what has been going on with him. And we're going to catch up so I can hear more about everything, and I can even give him more further advice on this. But if anybody wrote into me this scenario, okay, I'm going to tell you what first came to my mind. I know, I'm just going to tell you what I think, because obviously you're asking me what I think, right? And this is probably a topic that's going to come around for a lot of folks that have come out of something so traumatic and tragic as narcissistic abuse, and wondering what should I be looking at? What are timelines I should be looking at? Because we're all afraid, right? These are scary concepts and ideas of I really love this person. I could see myself married to this person. This person can see themselves married to me, but when is too soon? What is too much? When should I put the brakes? Okay. So my thoughts on this, okay? And again, this is my thoughts and my opinion. Okay? You know, other people might have other opinions on this. First of all, let's take the whole marriage out the cards for just a second here. Okay? Let's take that part of it out just for a minute. I want to talk about the fact that you met somebody that you respect and that you love and that loves and respects you. That's huge. Today's day and age, if you can find somebody that happens with, amen. The second step is that you guys have the same foundational morals, values, standards. That is huge, you guys. Huge. If you don't share the same morals, values, and standards, your foundation is already cracked together as a team. It's cracked. I know this. I've been married. For many of you who might be new to my channel, I've been married and divorced. Thankfully, only once. Okay, but what I'm getting at is, I did not know the person I married, okay? I did not take enough time to know the person that I married. I thought I knew the person I married. We all did when we got involved with a narcissist and unfortunately married them. We thought we knew them. We thought we knew what kind of a person we were getting involved with. We thought that we understood them. We thought that but in all actuality, they were mirroring our personality back to us. So we were falling in love with essentially ourselves. All right. But Having said that, now that we are educated and we have knowledge and wisdom on this topic, correct? Now that we have that, we now know that it does take a long time to, number one, know who somebody truly is inside and out, and number two, for them to have earned your trust. Okay? Trust has to be earned. It is not freely given to someone. Okay? Oh, I love you too. Yeah, I'm better, but you can still hear it. My ears are like still blocked. This thing is the pits, man. But enough about me and my ailments. Yeah. Trust has got to be earned. It's got to be earned. It is something that you don't just freely hand out. This is something I had to learn. It took me 40 years of my life to understand this. You can think you know somebody very well, but think about the quality of time you've spent with that person. Do you spend quality time? Or is it, surface time? Very, very easy to nowadays get involved with somebody online. A lot of people are doing this, okay? And you know what I say to that? I got my cup here for this kind of cacabaloney. Okay, people love to wear masks, and the easiest way to do that is online shenanigans. Oh, you can pretend to be whoever you want. Whoever you want. Oh my goodness, Diesel Dog. Diesel Dog. You did not have to do that. You are so kind. You are too kind to me. Thank you so much. Guys, your donations when I'm going live, they help me more than you will ever know. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Bless your heart. So, yeah, guys, I mean, I missed a comment here. Pitbull Bill, that's where I messed up. I assume because I was a trustworthy person, they would be too. See? Yes. That's what we all assume. Because we're not going around in life thinking everyone's a monster. All right. But the problem with that is that you're failing to recognize if somebody actually is a monster. You have to wait. You have to have patience. See, nowadays, nobody's got any patience. It's go, 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 go. Hey, what's your number? Hey, let's get together. Hey, let me see your bedroom looks like. Hey, you want to get together tomorrow? Hey, you want to do it again next weekend? And then, realistically, even if you're not following what the Bible says, which I think that many of you should really start to think about that and how life has ended up without doing that, with not doing that. Even if you are not into Christianity per se, but you have morals, values, standards, think about how you can really have morals, values, standards for yourself, because that's going to weed out, all the people that have the wrong intentions and the wrong motives and aren't on the same page with you, right? So what I'm trying to say, I know, Jared, I'm bouncing around here. I'm on the bouncy house with this one. What I'm trying to get at is, you need to make certain that you really do know this person. And you know their heart, you know their friends, you know their family. You know little special things about them. You yourself pay attention. You pay attention to, you ask them questions about their life. You don't just assume things. You want to get to know the little girl she was, and who her favorite teacher was, and what made her cry, and what made her laugh, and what her favorite comedian is, and all those little things. Guys, this stuff matters. It's the little things you don't think. That's the stuff that's going to keep you glued and happy and excited about one another, is the fact that you pay attention and she pays attention to you, and you pay attention to all those little details, and you want to get to know each other. Getting to know each other is as a continued mystery, that you're getting to know more and more about one another. And there's no rush for marriage. I mean, in the same respect, you don't want to be with somebody as boyfriend and girlfriend forever, and there's no talk of marriage if you are the kind of person that, you know, wants to have that means something to you. Now, for some people, they're not ready. They don't want to get married ever again. and believe me, I understand. Okay, but getting back to your question, I see that you really, really love this girl, and this girl really, really loves you. And guess what? At the end of the day, it is going to be between you and her. I just want you to think about all that has happened, and I want you to know for sure. Well, how do you know for sure? Well, that's something you got to pray to God about and make sure He's giving you assurance. It's coming from Him. You feel convicted. You feel like this is the right thing to do. I need to make this woman my wife. That's how much she means to me. Right? And so, can I really answer that question for you, or can anyone? No. And I know what a smart person you are, so you're going to make the very right decision on that, and the timing that works for the both of you. And if you've got God as the center in your relationship, and you're doing things right by God, I say, hey, you know, go for it. But I do want people out there, yeah, you know, Seagull Rock Squawk, love is blind. And that's why I'm saying, you know, don't force, I was going to say, you know the saying, you can't force a turd. Sorry, I have to go there. Well, I'm going to use it in this matter that you can't force. You can't force things, though. You can't force it either. And don't be rushing in. Don't be rushing to get into a marriage just because your last marriage didn't work out. But also, it's nobody's business. Right? I know I'm all over the place. But, you know, really at the end of the day, I mean, everybody's going to have an opinion, right? And the opinion's like a butthole. We all have them. So, you got to, you know, as long as you have, I'm sorry, guys, it's been a week. As long as you have God in your life and you are really seeking to put Him first, you have to go, you have to go to God. And you know, you're gonna feel convicted in your decision, because you know everyone's gonna say something different about that. It's just like narcissistic abuse, guys. Everyone has a different opinion on how to heal from narcissistic abuse. You go from one counselor to the next. They're all going to have a different opinion on what you should be doing to heal. And as we all know, my thing is spirituality. You need to get spiritual. You need to turn to God, you know. And you guys know that's one of my big things that I try to talk about. But again, you know, I hope I answered your question. Everybody's going to have a different opinion about this. Include, you know, and all your friends and family are going to have something to say, but you have to keep the naysayers out, and you have to do what's best and right for the both of you, and you both will know. You're going to know, and we're all rooting for you, and we're wishing for the best. And when you do get married, whenever that date is, because I have a feeling that that's what's going to happen here. I think this is where it's going. It's where it's headed, right? So when that happens, we can't wait to see the pictures. Maybe you'll let me put them up on the internet here for everyone to see if you wanted to be seen. If not, I hope I get to see them at least. But I'll be reaching out to you anyway, my friend, because I'd like to touch base and see how you've been, and give you some more advice based on some other questions I have for you too. Like, I don't know if you guys are already living together. These are all questions I would have for you guys that don't know. I am coaching couples, and I've been doing that now for some time. So I also offer that in my services, and I'd be happy to help any way I can. Anyway, yeah, you know, I'm so happy to read a story like this. There's so many more of you out there. Please reach out to me so I can read your success stories, because we don't hear that enough in this community, the success stories, and we want to hear more because it's just magnificent, and it's so great to hear, and it's so positive and uplifting, and we need more of that. And so I know that many of us would like to hear more of that. Does anybody, I haven't seen any comments in a while. It's probably not coming in. I don't know why it's doing that lately. But does anybody have anything? Yeah, exactly. Don't settle. Don't settle down. I'm all about taking your time. I'm all about err on the side of caution. And I'm also all about that it does take a long, long time to get to know someone. It does. It takes a long time. And so don't be in any rush for that. Enjoy the process that you're still getting to know one another. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a great thing. So that's my answer to that question. And I hope I answered it okay. Anybody else have anything that they wanted to comment on that are on here tonight with me? Oh, thank you, Dominica. Thank you, Trace, for teaching people not to settle. I appreciate these videos. God bless you. God bless you, my friend. It's so nice to hear from you. We were wondering what happened to you. But I saw your comment the other day, and I know you're busy, and you just moved, and you got a lot going on. But I'm so happy to see you here. Hi, Haka. I'm going to say your name right. I'm going to say your name wrong. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. That's bad. It's bad. That's not my strong suit. I miss you dearly too. I miss you too. We're still doing worship. Anyone that's worked with me is welcome. I set it up the way I set it up because people in the church some of them are horrible. And if I don't know you personally and I haven't worked with you, it's for people I have worked with for one-to-one coaching and groups and all that. They're more than welcome to come to worship that we meet every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to have a place where we can go to discuss scripture and to pray for each other. And that's how I set it up, because there's way too much cockabaloney in the church, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of people getting hurt. I'm still hearing stories about this, you guys. Just as I hear on a weekly basis of therapists that are hurting clients, hurting people, like literally waiting for opportunities to pounce on somebody's weakness to make them feel bad about themselves. This is going on more than these people need to have their license taken away from them. And trust me, I hear any more, I'm ready to start fighting against this stuff because it's wrong. It's wrong. These people get involved in this industry to hurt people. And I'm not having it. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of hearing about that too. But Oh, okay. How do you pronounce your name? I'm still not going to say it right. I'm still probably not going to say it right. Even if you do the pronunciation thing, I'm still not going to say it right. I'm sorry. Email me so I can understand, Hus, Hussa? Hussa? Sorry. Oh, I said it right. Hussa. Okay. Oh, good. I did something right today. Okay. Um. What else is going on for you guys? Come on now. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes here. I want to hear from you guys. I see who's on here. Excuse me. Um, what's happening for you all out there? It's a Friday night. What are you guys doing? You know what I like about Friday nights? I like staying home and minding my own business. Yay! Hisa is going into 2 years of being narc free. Yay! Husa. I already forgot how to say it. Do you see? Guys, it's so bad. It's bad. You know, when I was a full-time, practically a full-time, I call it, a musician, because I was playing out every weekend. My band would play out, right? People would come up to me and be like, "Hey, Trees." And I look at him and I go, "Hey," having no idea who they are. And it would go on all the time. And it's so embarrassing, you guys. It's so embarrassing. I don't know. Ever since I was a kid, like, I don't pay attention to detail. And it's I can't help that. Like, I really, I think I have that thing where, like, you don't see people's faces. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you guys, like, if I saw a criminal and they were like, "What did the criminal look like?" I wouldn't be able to tell you what the criminal looked like. I'd just be like, they'd be like, "Well, how tall was the criminal?" I'd be like, "I have no idea." And they'd be like, "Well, what color hair?" I'd be like, "I don't know." "What color eyes? What did the eye shape look like?" I don't know. A person's eyes. Like, I'm really bad with, like, detail, pronouncing names, remembering names. It's bad. That's something I really try to work on, especially when I was a server. I used to try to do these little tricks to remember people's names when they told me their name. Sometimes I remember to do it, and sometimes I'd be going so fast I would forget. But, oh God. Yay! Maria, is that you from Florida? Like the Maria I worked with? Or are you another Maria from Florida that might have a success story? Because the Maria from Florida I worked with, I'm wondering about her. I haven't heard from her in so long. If that's you, I'm gonna cry. But even not, I would love to know about a new Maria from Florida that has a really great success story. I'm 72, so I already have my slippers on for Friday night. Woohoo, Rory! Well, I'm 41, and I got my slips on too. Yep. That's where I like to be. I like to hang around here with Miles. Miles is washing his washing his parts back there. Yeah, good job, Miles. That's nice. At least someone's doing that. But yeah, that's where I like to spend my Friday nights too. Is I don't miss playing out in a band with a bunch of drunks. you know, a bunch of drunks in a bar room watching them drink. And no, look, don't get me wrong. There were some cool parts to it. Not everyone's a drunk, okay, but the majority of them are. You know, so you know. I love all your narc videos, but I have to say, I checked out your music on YouTube. You and your brother are ridiculously talented. Killer. You are a total rock star. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know, when I read a comment like that, what it does to me is it makes me miss it for sure. But it also makes me know that, like, my time is not up with music, and I can use it in other ways, right? And I can just still do a lot with it. And it doesn't mean that I gotta squish myself in a bar with drunks every weekend. I could do some other things, like put up more content on TikTok and YouTube and so on and so forth, which I'm planning to do. My brother has had a crazy summer, so we had to put off writing for a little bit because he owns 4 School of Rocks. He's the owner of 4 schools throughout the country, and then his students got picked to go to Portugal out of all the schools throughout the United States. They were supposed to open up for the Foo Fighters, and what's his name from the Foo Fighters died. So I forget what major bands they opened up for, but my brother was in Portugal for a while, and then he was taking some of his students on a tour that the School of Rock franchise did. Oh, thank you so much. I know it was meant to be a compliment. Oh, I thank you so much. I received it as a compliment. Yeah, I'm just explaining that it's been a long time since I've it's been a long time since I rock and roll. But yeah, it's been a long time. I'm singing a Led Zeppelin song for those that may not have ever heard that song. Yeah, it's a joke. But yeah, I miss it. I do miss it. And I don't. You know what I mean? So I gotta just find my avenues for it, and I'm trying. You will hear when I go on the other platform, guys, and I do my stuff that I've put together, which will be coming out this week. You're gonna hear a lot of tunes I created and my brother created. It is you, Maria! Oh my god! Where have you been all my life? Okay, I need to email you, and I don't know if you have the same email. So maybe email me, because I don't know if you have the same one. I think you had 2, and I used to get confused. I love you, and I miss you, my friend. Yeah, so you guys, okay, so you asked about the School of Rock. So you guys know the movie School of Rock? So I didn't know this, but that movie was based on a franchise that actually already existed. It was a School of Rock for kids. And that's where Jack Black got the idea to do a movie about it, right? Well, at the time when School of Rock, that movie came out, there was no schools, there was no franchises around this area, right? And about 8 years ago, they started popping up. So, yeah, so my brother owns 4 of them. He owns 3 in Massachusetts and 1 in North Carolina. And he's amazing. He's amazing with those kids, and those kids win all the competitions because my brother's like one of those like musical geniuses. He seriously is. The kid just like would put an instrument in front of him and be playing it by the afternoon when he was like in the 6th grade. I mean, it's incredible. He has like a musical gift, and his daughter's got it. We just discovered his daughter Marley has it too. She's got an ear. You know, my brother just randomly sang off some notes to her, and she sang them perfectly back to him. He's starting to work with her now, like one-on-one, so it's going to be pretty incredible to see my niece sort of follow in the footsteps. I can't wait to see that, because she's got his insanely talented genes. So, Anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really, really cool to see. She's only 7. And just wait, you know, what's going to happen for her. Huh, buddy? Are you up for saying hi to everybody? Just real quick? Real quick? No? Okay. It's feeding frenzy time, and he would like his canned food. It's almost 9 o'clock. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with me on a Friday night. It's nice to see all of you tonight hanging out with me. Ronnie would have been here, but I'm trying to make sure Ronnie stays home so he does not get the vid. He can't get the vid, COVID. I don't want him to get it. And so maybe tomorrow will have been 6 days and he can come. And it'll be nice to see him. I haven't seen him all week. But I love you guys very much. And thank you again, Jared, for this beautiful email that you sent that I got to read to all of us. And really is going to help other people have some hope out there. And that's the whole purpose of this. It's beautiful. Trace, I tell so many people about you and how meeting you in our sessions plus prayer and fasting group was the turning point in my life. Oh, thank you so much, Maria. Thank you so much for saying that. Hey guys, speaking of the prayer and fast group, I am doing it sort of like an extended one in not this week but the week later. Thank you so much, Sandra, for such beautiful words. Oh, no matter what I'm doing, when I see you, I stop and drop everything. You are such a gift to us survivors. Thank you so much for such beautiful feedback. Much greatly needed. In a week that was kind of a crazy whirlwind of a week for me, on a lot of different weird ways. So I really appreciate hearing that. But yeah, it's going to be a group for people that have gone through narcissistic abuse. Hi, John Paul. Thank you. I'm glad that I made you smile and laugh. I need to do that more often too. And yeah, so if you guys are interested, it starts not this week coming up, but the week after. And it's going to go on for a month. And it's very affordable. So reach out to me, tracefaceit@gmail.com, so I can get you signed up for that group and let you know what my rates are and all that jazz. So happy to see you, Maria. I haven't seen you in so long. And all of you tonight. Keep in touch with me and let me know how you're doing always, guys. That if I worked with you, I love to hear from all of you, okay? And take care. I will talk to you I'll be on very soon. And I am Trace Face. As always, time we face the truth together.